I already know what y'all thinking. I ain't even gotta ask. Might as well just go ahead and just say it. I ain't got on no glasses. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Eli, aka Haji, giving y'all another. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Am I even a YouTuber? Am I a streamer? What do I do? Do I even upload content? I don't know. Anyway, today this video is gonna be a little different, to be honest. One thing I've been doing since I haven't been uploading content, I haven't been doing anything. I've been watching a ton of sports. I watch football, basketball. I watch all the Olympics. I don't really watch baseball. It's kind of boring. I'm sorry if y'all watch baseball. Yikes. I like going to the games though, just not watching on TV. It's not the way. Soccer's cool. Yeah, pretty much a lot of sports. Yeah, I'm into that. Anyway, basketball season's coming up. It actually starts today. I'm actually recording this on the day that the NBA season starts on Tuesday. I'm trying to hurry up, get this recorded, edit it, drop it before the NBA season starts. That's what this video is about. Predictions, what I think is going to happen this NBA season, what I felt really quick about the last NBA season, thoughts, what about everything that's going on. I guess I'll talk about Kyrie a little bit. Yeah, we'll talk about Kyrie a little bit. Maybe even, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Last season, Bucks won the NBA championship. Let's just start with that. Shout out to the Bucks. I actually went to high school in Wisconsin. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. I remember like being in high school and remember the Bucks being like garbage. Like they only won like 15 games a year. We could go see like the Milwaukee Bucks for like $20 or some shit. We could get like a good ticket for like $20. So I remember when they were that bad, to see them come from that all the way to winning the NBA championship. Shout out to them. Shout out to Giannis. Literally, I have nothing bad to say about the Milwaukee Bucks and how they won the championship. They did everything they were supposed to do. They accomplished all the goals. Giannis balled out, answered pretty much every question that people had about him. They were talking about he can't shoot free throws. He goes out there. I think he only missed one free throw or something like that. I think I remember. It was a while ago, a few months ago. That's crazy, right? A few months ago, and now here we go. Season's back up again. He scored 50 points, rebounds. He did everything. So, like, I think when it's all said and done at the end of the day, give credit to Giannis. Give that man his flowers. He did everything he was supposed to do. As for the Suns, shout out to the Suns for even getting there. I actually had the Lakers beating them and going to the NBA Finals, which I think the Lakers would have beat them. I still think that the Lakers would have beat the Bucks. But I had the Lakers, of course, beating the Phoenix Suns too in the first round, but they didn't. Whatever. So shout out to the Phoenix Suns for doing their thing. Shout out to Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul finally starting to get the credit he deserved. Where I've been on the bandwagon of like, yo, look at Chris Paul. He's one of the best point guards in the NBA. He does his thing, you know. He sets the team up so that he can so that the team can perform at its highest function. But it never shows that on the stat sheet. You can't teach like what spots to be in, how to pacing and spacing. He understands the flow of the game and he dictates the pace. And I don't think you can see that on the stat sheet. So the fact that Chris Paul got to an NBA Finals finally, and even they were up 2 games. I mean, that says all you need to know. So now I think he's gonna finally get his flowers. It took a long time. I mean, I know he on the back end of his career, but regardless, gets his flowers. Get that man his flowers, please. Devin Booker, shout out to Devin Booker. You got a bright future ahead of him. He got a lot to do. He got a lot going for him. That team, that core is really young. So shout out to them. They can only build, and they're probably only going to get better. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get back to the NBA Finals this year, to be honest. They got a lot of breaks, right? So in my opinion, I think for them, a lot of things have to go right for them. I think that the Lakers being hurt, then they got to the next round, and then they got the Nuggets without Jamal Murray. Then they got the Clippers and Kawhi was hurt. So like, I don't think that, I think they got a lot of breaks, but you can only beat the people that's in front of you. So I'm not taking nothing from them, but you definitely, I think if every team is healthy, I don't think the Suns come out of the West again. I really don't. I got the Lakers going back again, and that's not saying that like I'm not like a huge Lakers fan. I'm not a huge LeBron fan, or like I'm not like these like super fanboys of one particular team. I just like watching basketball, so I'm just kind of calling it as I see it. I just think that the Lakers, if they can figure that team out, I think it's gonna be hard to figure that team out, because full admission, I was playing it with them on 2K, did not have a good time. They did not have a lot of shooters. Like, it was just literally like the LeBron show, and just hope for the best. But I think if anybody can figure out, it's LeBron. Hopefully they can figure it out. I hope they really can figure it out. I think seeing them versus the Nets would probably be the team that comes out in the East. But we'll see. I think it'll be a shootout in the West. I think the West is going to be a gun show. I think every game is going to be pretty much good when any of the Western Conference teams play each other. I think the East is going to be more competitive this year too, especially because a lot of teams got better. I think the Miami Heat got better. I think that's going to put them back to kind of in that space they were in when they went to the NBA Finals in the bubble year. I think that team will be more like that 2019 team. I think 2019-2020 team. I think that team will be the team that they have now with Kyle Lowry will be more like that. I think the Bulls will be better, which, by the way, I live pretty close to the Chicago Bulls, so I think they'll be better. I think they'll be like that Knicks team that we got last year. I think they'll be in that space where the Knicks and the Bulls will probably be in the similar record, probably similar pace. That's what I think I see for them. I think the East in general is going to be crazy. I think the East has some potential to be really, really, really weird. Because of what the things I'm going to get to, I'm going to talk about actually in a second. I don't know what Philadelphia is going to do with that Ben Simmons situation. Be there, hit him with the practice with the phone in the pocket. Like, he basically dogging it in. Like, look, I ain't trying to be here, and got suspended. So it is what it is. I'm not even going to speak my opinion about that. I think he personally should just, you got to sign the contract. Like, it's kind of whatever. I'm not even really going to get into it and give you too much of my opinion, because I think that Ben Simmons should just handle it a little differently, but they got to trade him. That's just the truth. Ben Simmons got to get up out of there. I think that's going to be the best thing for his side, best thing for the 76ers. Just go ahead, part ways, call it split. Now, who do they trade him for? I don't think they're going to trade him for Dame. Dame hasn't made it clear that he want to leave, but he kind of saying he want to leave. It's just like he kind of like toe dipping a little bit. I think he should just straight up be like, look, we had our time here, Blazers. We had fun. We just couldn't get it done. I'm sorry. I just want to, I want to compete for a championship. I think just like, trading, swapping Dame for Ben, I think that'll put both teams. I think that's good for both of them, and it puts them in a better spot. They could trade him, Ben Simmons, for Bradley Beal. I do like that trade too. I think that Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid just don't really fit together. Like, they did do well together, but I mean, there's limitations on your best players being one that won't shoot and just legitly needs to paint, and the other one that doesn't necessarily need to paint but completely dominates in the paint. But that's where the two at. I think they don't really work together as much. I think that the personality fit isn't all that, but I think the time has run its course on that. So they need to just trade. I think go get Bradley Beal, go get Damian Lillard. I don't know who else they could trade him for, to be honest, that would even make sense. But then again, like, when you want out, they'll probably trade him for crumbs or something, or Sacramento will trade the whole staple to get him, because they always do dumb shit. Shout out to Sacramento if you live in Sacramento, but y'all team, I don't know what the ownership be doing. They just be kind of just going on the fly, just like, oh yeah, this will work. Yeah, he used to suck, but that's cool. Now, with all of that being said, it literally just depends on what the 76ers do, and depending on how the Ben Simmons trade works out, who I think comes out the East. I think if they trade Ben Simmons for like one of those two players I just mentioned, Bradley Beal or Dame Lillard, I think that gives them a really good chance. I don't know if that's better than the Nets, but I do like the 76ers as a team, like as a complete team. I think I like them a little more. KD's a GOAT, he's nasty. James Harden, lefty gang, he's nasty. But like, I mean, we'll just see. I don't know. I right now though, I'm gonna just, if I'm going off of what we got on paper for both teams, I have to go with the Nets to go to the NBA Finals, and then it would be the Nets Lakers NBA championship, and I think I'm taking the Lakers in 7. I'm just gonna take them in 7. I just think their team is a little deeper. Yeah, they're a little older, but I just think they're deeper because it's really like you got James Harden and you got KD, which are both like crazy. You know, you would say, oh, they got Joe Harris, but it's just like Joe Harris didn't do nothing last year in the playoffs. It's just like the others, like Blake Griffin's cool, but like how much is he gonna give you? Paul Millsap, how much is he gonna give you? Right? That's just kind of my thing. How LaMarcus Aldridge retired and came back. Maybe he could be like a net positive. I don't really know. I guess I should give a dark horse for somebody who could go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that we'll see how the rule changes impact Atlanta, but I got Miami as the dark horse. So I got the Nets going, but Miami maybe. You can't count the Bucks out. I just think that them losing PJ Tucker is going to hurt a little bit depth-wise, because I think that was something that was big for them, is like depth. Like they had a lot of depth on that team. Unless Giannis just, starts shooting like Steph Curry, then all bets are off. I got Miami as my dark horse. Like they're like, you wouldn't expect them, but I expect them to do well. And they could beat any one of those teams, to be honest. And it really just depends on the young guys they got on that team, like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, things like that. If they can take that next step, especially Tyler Hero, if he could take the next step, then that'll put them in a good spot. In the West, I got the Lakers. I would have the Nuggets, but Jamal Murray's hurt. I really like that Nuggets team. I don't really care for Aaron Gordon too much, but I like the Nuggets. I really just got the Lakers. Like, I just don't see, like, if they could figure that team out, I just don't got nobody, like, touching them. Like, I just don't see how anybody can touch them, to be honest. Maybe, like, maybe Golden State, because they could shoot so well. I always think that, like, I think Golden State is just like a bad matchup for them, because what Golden State does, the Lakers traditionally, since LeBron has been on that team, haven't been able to stop. So watching like the Lakers play and watching them play against teams that shoot well, they usually don't defend shooting teams well. They can defend the paint super good, but they don't defend shooting teams well. So shooting teams can beat them. I just don't know if a shooting team could beat them 4 times in 7 games. I don't know about that. But can they make it interesting in a game? Like, can they beat them tonight? Can Golden State beat them tonight? Yeah, sure, of course. But can they beat them in a 7-game series in the playoffs? I don't know. Maybe with Klay Thompson back, we'll see. But other than that, like, I don't really see anybody, like, messing with. Side note, is it weird, like, seeing, like, I don't know, like, the last time I did a video, I had, like, long hair down my back. Like, I've always had long hair. And, like, I cut it and undreaded them and, like, got them retwisted and all. I'm kind of, like, starting over, but not quite starting over. But, like, I don't know, it just feel kind of weird. I like it, though. I get a lot of compliments on it. I really do like it. I'm trying out this new thing. Intermission over. Let's get back to it. I guess now that I done said who I think is going to win the championship, I guess who I gonna think are gonna win the awards. I think MVP is gonna go to probably Giannis. I got Giannis winning MVP this year just because of the way the teams are set up. A couple people that's probably gonna be in the MVP race. I got Jokic, Devin Booker. I don't think LeBron's gonna be in the MVP race because I just don't think he's gonna play enough games. And really, it's always one. I'm trying to think of somebody that's just like gonna just have like a tear. It's gonna have like a crazy tear this year. That I'm like, yo, they probably gonna be in the MVP running. I think James Harden probably be in MVP discussion too. Trae Young, that's my dark horse. Trae Trae Young's gonna be my dark horse MVP candidate for this year. I think the Hawks will do all right. Most improved, I don't know. Maybe like Tyler Hero. Yeah, let's go Tyler Hero and most improved player this year. Defensive player of the year. I think if they get Ben Simmons traded to a different team and he actually plays a decent, reasonable amount of games this year, he'll probably win Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not on the Rudy Gobert train, or Flight Reacts calling Rudy Gobert. I'm just not on the Rudy Gobert train. Like, he can, I don't know. But I think Ben Simmons will probably be Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think the Pelicans making the playoffs. I'm just excited. I don't know. I think that's all I got. I kind of rambled a little bit, but that's okay. We just talking about our thoughts, predictions, hopes, etc. for the NBA season. Make sure y'all catch the games that's coming on today, all this week. Make sure y'all check out the games. That's it in regards to this video in particular. Things to check out in the future. I got some other uploads I'm doing. Gonna be doing some reaction videos to some of the basketball games, like the highlights. I'm gonna do some reactions here too. That should be good. That should be fun. Just again, it's your boy Eli, aka Haji. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.